Welcome to today's explainer. Look, if you've ever cracked open an English grammar textbook and just felt totally overwhelmed by those rigid academic rules, you are absolutely in the right place. Today, we're demystifying English grammar. We're stepping completely away from those intimidating definitions and looking at grammar through the lens of something you already do effortlessly, everyday conversation. Here's our quick roadmap for today. We'll cover the meaning of a sentence, assertive, interrogative sentences, imperative, exclamatory, and optative types, why these actually matter, a quick practice exercise, and then wrap up with your next steps. Let's jump right in. Section 1, the meaning of a sentence. So we're going to explicitly move away from those strict, complicated academic definitions right now. I want to ask you directly, what exactly is a sentence? You probably learned in school that it's a group of words put together to make complete sense. And, well, that's technically true, but honestly, it feels pretty robotic. Let's look at what a sentence really is in our day-to-day lives. This beautifully captures the core philosophy from our source material. A sentence is just the everyday talk we do. That's literally the whole shebang. When you answer a question, when you scold someone, when you ask your mom for $10, beg a friend for a favor, or give someone a warm blessing, every single one of those talks is a sentence. If we can translate the normal things we say every single day into English, we are speaking English. It's truly that simple.
Section 2, Assertive and Interrogative Sentences.
Okay, so here's your mental map of the 5 ways we talk. We have assertive, interrogative, imperative, exclamatory, and optative sentences. Please don't let the fancy grammatical terms scare you. These are really just labels for the totally normal conversations you have every day. Let's start with those first 2 foundational buckets.
An assertive sentence is essentially our baseline. This category covers all of your general ideas, thoughts, facts, or habits. When you make a normal, everyday statement about what is true, what you like doing, or how you feel, you're using an assertive sentence. If you say, I watch TV, I love my friends, or he is a nice person, you're just stating a fact or a habit. Now, notice how assertive sentences naturally split into 2 camps. Look at the left side here. I eat chocolate. This is an affirmative sentence. You're saying, yes, this is true. Now glance at the right. I do not eat chocolate. This is a negative sentence. You're still stating a fact, but you're doing it in the negative, using words like no or not. Both of these remain assertive sentences because, at the end of the day, they are just general statements about reality. But hey, we don't just state facts all day, do we? We also ask things. Where are you going? This brings us to the interrogative sentence. Check out that question mark at the end. That is your absolute biggest visual clue. An interrogative sentence is simply a question. You aren't stating a fact anymore. You're demanding an answer. Do you know me? Have you learned English? Why do you watch these explainers? Anytime you are posing an everyday question to your friends, your family, or your coworkers, you are using an interrogative sentence. It really is that straightforward. Section 3, imperative, exclamatory, and optative. These next 3 types capture how we give orders, express shock, and offer blessings. The crucial thing to remember about an imperative sentence is that it's all about action. These are used for advice, orders, commands, or requests. Just think about how teachers or parents talk. Close the window, or stop talking. You aren't stating a fact or asking a question here. You are telling someone to do or not do something. Next up, we have the exclamatory sentence. This one is literally all about emotion. It expresses strong surprise, sudden reactions, extreme happiness, or even sudden sadness. And visually, you can always spot it by that exclamation mark at the end. Think of your immediate wow or oh no moments. What a beautiful day, or oh my God, I lost the match. These sentences capture the raw, unfiltered excitement or shock of human conversation. And our final category is the optative sentence. This one's kind of special. Think about what's missing from our list so far. We've stated facts, we've asked questions, given orders, and screamed in surprise. So what's left? Blessings. Optative sentences are the warm wishes, prayers, or blessings we give to others. When your elders say, may God bless you, or a friend says, wish you all the best, they are using an optative sentence. It's a really beautiful, distinct way we communicate with each other.
Section 4, why sentence types matter.
Now, you might be sitting there wondering, why do I actually need to categorize these just to learn English? Well, get ready, because this is the real aha moment of our explainer. Take a look at this chart. This perfectly illustrates the 80-20 rule of English grammar. Roughly 75% of spoken English and the vast majority of complex grammar rules, like verb tenses and active or passive voice, revolve entirely around assertive and interrogative sentences. You don't apply complex tense rules to a simple command like close the door. Knowing your sentence type is the absolute key to unlocking advanced grammar later on.
Section 5. Quick practice exercise. All right, let's see if you can immediately apply the concepts we just broke down. Here is your first sentence. Where are you going? Take a second, look closely at the punctuation. Which of the 5 buckets does this fall into? If you guessed interrogative, you completely nailed it. That question mark is your primary visual cue. You're asking for an answer, which automatically makes it interrogative. Let's try just one more.
Look at this sentence right here. Priya is not my enemy. Think about what is happening in this statement. Are we giving an order, asking a question, or are we stating a fact? And definitely notice that specific word right in the middle there. This is an assertive sentence, but specifically, it's a negative assertive sentence. It states a general fact about reality, but it uses the word not to do so. Great job if you caught that subtle distinction. You are already analyzing grammar like an absolute pro.
Section 6. The next steps. So you now understand the 5 core buckets of talk that make up the English language. But knowing the types is really just step 1. The real magic happens when we look at how to actually build these sentences from scratch. To do that, you need to know what exactly are subject, verb, and object, because these are the 3 essential building blocks of literally every complete sentence. How do you find them? Well, you'll have to join me for the next lesson to find out. Keep practicing identifying the talk around you, and I'll see you in our next explainer.